Hey guys, sorry, I've just had a pack of crisps and a drink. It is Monday, the 12th of April. It's about 1:30. So in the UK today, non-essential retail has reopened and pubs and restaurants outdoors. And gyms have reopened. I'm not that fussed really. I'm not going shopping. I'm not going to the pub or a restaurant because I don't drink for one thing, and probably wouldn't be able to get any reservations anywhere. And I don't go to the gym. Pardon me. So yes. Had a fairly eventful weekend. Saturday, one of my car tyres was flat, so had to pump that up. It seems to be fine now. I'm keeping an eye on it in case I've got a slow puncture. But I think I maybe just caught it on a pothole or on a curb or something. But it was really flat. And then at 11:15 at night, someone came and thumped on our front door really loudly, really heavily, and then disappeared. So that was a little bit unnerving. And then yesterday, took Dodger for morning walk with a friend, and our two dogs had a little bit of a squabble. No one was hurt, it was fine, managed to break them up without any injuries, no blood was drawn. But then, this poor lady, her two dogs, who have lived together since she's had them both, had a full out fight and she could not separate them. So I had to help her separate them, yeah, there was blood, slobber, puncture wounds on the dogs. She was really shaken, understandably. They've always been fine, she said. Just something made them go at each other. So, yeah. That was eventful start to the day yesterday. Obviously the dogs weren't too badly hurt, they're just sort of a couple of puncture wounds. So yeah, obviously I don't know more than that because I didn't exchange numbers or anything like that with the lady, but if I might see her about in the future. Sort of walking where I walk Dodger where I walk Dodger most of the time. So yes, eventful weekend. And yeah, what have I done this morning? Took Dodger out this morning, watched This Morning and Loose Women. I have just finished watching Loose Women. Oh, new phone arrived as well I ordered it on Friday, arrived Saturday, case arrived Sunday, so I set it up Sunday afternoon, which was really easy because now you don't have to back up your old iPhone onto iTunes to get the same settings onto your new one. You can do it wirelessly just by having both phones next to each other. So that is excellent. I am loving not having to have my phone pretty much constantly plugged in charging. So yes, this is the 2020 SE. My dad gave me some money for my in advance for my birthday, as did my mum, and then as contributions towards this. So I got the, I think it's 125 gigabytes, which was £450 in round numbers. So yes, yeah, my dad gave me quite a chunk of money to contribute towards it, as did my mum, and then I paid the rest from my savings because my other phone was driving me nuts. It got to the point where it was fully charged, I wouldn't touch it for an hour, and then it'd be on 1%. So yeah, that is not sensible when sort of, you know, if say I hadn't, heaven forbid, I have an accident whilst driving or something happens whilst I'm walking the dog or anything like that. It's, yeah. So yes, I am loving my new phone. And right now I am going to get on with my to-do list. So on my to-do list, I've got to do the bunnies. So I've got to weigh them and clean out the hutches. Louis is out right now, so I'm not sure how I'm going to manage to weigh him, because he's a little bit skittish. He's not too bad to catch, it's just, yeah, I think I'll clean his hutch out, then try and catch him to weigh him and then put him away, because I don't want any accidents, because I am hoping to book Lola in to be spayed before too long, so that then I definitely don't have to worry about any babies, because Lola is not spayed, Louis is too young to be neutered, he's got to be at least 6 months old, but I'll probably wait until he's about a year old, just to make sure he's fully grown, because that was the intention with Lola. She is a year old now, but with the pandemic and everything, yeah. And Lola has definitely had a few cycles or seasons or whatever you want to call them, because she has like shown nesting behaviour a few times, obviously without having babies, so that when they do that, it's false pregnancy, which is an indication that they have had obviously a season or a cycle or whatever you want to call it. I had a phone call from the doctor because on Friday I did online form about my knee, so the doctor recommended physiotherapy, so I've got to sort that out at some point. Had a phone call from the letting agents because back door lock has messed up. The door is locked, but I'm not going to show you, so hopefully that will be sorted out this week, next couple of days hopefully. It's a glorious sunny day, the weather is meant to warm up later in the week, and oh, I need to do the fish tank and I want to sow some more seeds. So I'm going to go for now, so that I can do the bunnies and focus on doing those without any accidents happening between the two of them, hopefully. Dodger is down there sunbathing. He will stay inside whilst I do the bunnies because he does not help situations. But I might come back when I do some seed sowing, and the fish tank I'll probably do last. So yes, ooh, Mum said she had a parcel coming today at some point though, so I won't wear headphones and I will leave the back door open so that I can maybe hear. So yes, because then I'll be able to hear if Dodger barks. So yeah, yeah, I'm going to go. I shall see you guys later, if not tomorrow. Bye for now. Hey guys, it's Tuesday, it's 3:45. I'm only just filming. I had a very lazy morning, did then take Dodger for a walk around lunchtime, and I have just been sat here trying to do some writing. I've managed to do a few pages, but I'm just struggling a bit. I'm getting to the end of this storybook, whatever you want to call it, and it is, yeah, it's, yeah, not easy. So yeah, I've not really got anything else to say. I did do a load of laundry, which is still in the machine. It's rinsing, having an extra rinse, and then I will hang it out at some point. So yeah, or I might leave it and hang it out in the morning. I think I'll leave it and hang it out in the morning. I need to do the fish tank, so I didn't get that done yesterday. I did get the bunny trays done. Didn't manage to weigh the bunnies. Louis put up a bit of a fight. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, Louis put up a bit of a fight. So I decided to leave it. It was stressing him out. It was stressing me out. Not worth it. And then I couldn't get him to go back into his hutch to try to weigh Lola, so I didn't try to weigh Lola, because, as I said yesterday, neither of them are neutered, so I didn't want to risk anything happening, because I do not want little baby Lolas and Louis everywhere, because, yeah. So yeah, I just did a little bit of, I had some things to put on in the shed, so I did that. I was going to sow some seeds, but after doing that I started feeling a bit iffy, so I came back in and just parked myself in front of the TV and relaxed for the rest of the afternoon. And my mum finished work early because Tips had a vet appointment because we found a small lump on his side. The vet said it's nothing to worry about, it's just a fatty lump, and otherwise he is healthy. So yeah, that's good, because he's been throwing up a bit as well, so she said the vet apparently said to maybe try him on soft food, so I think we're going to. I don't think he's that keen on soft food, but also he lives outside as well, so we'll see. Although he does eat his food straight away. He's not a grazer, which I think is because he was a street cat for a while. What was I saying? Yeah, it's soft food. So we're going to get, I think, like a tin or a pouch or whatever, and see if he'll eat it. I think my mum's going to see if the brand which they're fed on, which is Canagan, if they do soft food, because yeah, we like the brand, it's a good brand. I know a lot of people with their dogs especially feed raw now and are advocates for raw feeding. I have looked into raw feeding, and my consensus is that I probably would feed raw, like a raw diet which was completed and made up by someone else. I'm not going to faff about with making sure that I get the nutrition right with a raw diet. But there are various brands which do like a completed raw diet now, but we just don't have the storage space to store loads of raw food in the freezer, or in the fridge. Our freezer is not particularly big, and we keep a lot of human food in the freezer, so yeah, maybe as and when I move out, if that ever happens, but yeah, anyway, I really need to try and get this writing done. I didn't release a chapter or episode or whatever you want to call it, on the site that I'm uploading this story onto last week, partly because I got a bit of writer's block, and then Prince Philip died and it just got pushed to the wayside. So I'm going to try and finish this chapter and at least start on the next chapter, because I'm also running out of things to do. So I have no excuse really for not getting this story finished. So yeah. Although the weather seems to be with some wood, which isn't plastic coated wood effect. I don't have any to hand. Oh, wooden handle on a paintbrush. Touch wood, the weather seems to be warming up. So I will be able to get into the garden and do more in the garden, hopefully. But yes, anyway, I'm going to go. I shall see you guys tomorrow. I am going to be doing Etsy stuff tomorrow, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Stop talking, Sarah. Bye guys. Hey guys, so you are balanced on the top of my water bottle if the angle is a bit odd. So yeah. I didn't end up filming anything yesterday. I had a lazy morning. Then locksmith came and sorted out the kitchen door onto the patio. And yeah, and then I took Dodger for quite a long walk in the afternoon, and then just wasn't feeling great, so sat and watched Top Gear, and then my mum and brother came home, so yeah. This morning I took Dodger out for quite a long walk, came back, watched This Morning and Loose Women on, I had recorded this morning, and then Loose Women I was able to watch on +1, emptied the dishwasher and put clean dishes away between the This Morning recording and Loose Women. So yeah, and then what else have I done? Prepped my smoothies for sort of over the weekend and early next week. I've just done that now. And then I watched The Queen Unseen, which is quite interesting. And then I'm about to watch more Top Gear and write up the list for the garden centre, because my mum and I are going on Saturday morning after dropping my brother at work. I'm feeling very unmotivated today. I was going to sow some seeds and have a fiddle with our new mower, which I showed you a couple of weeks ago, because it doesn't seem to be cutting properly. So I need to do some YouTubing or Googling or something and have a fiddle with it. And what else was I going to do? I was going to groom Dodger and wash my car as well. Not washing my... It's been sort of on and off raining all day here, so I've not washed my car. Not groomed Dodger either. So yeah. I have basically been sat in this spot for the entire afternoon. So yeah. nothing else to say really. Sometimes these days just happen where you just have a very unmotivated, lazy day. And it's good to have days like that, because if you're productive all the time, you will burn yourself out and end up exhausted. I can see you down there, matey. So yeah, you have to look after yourself, and yeah. Yeah, that's it really. I'm going to go. I shall see you guys tomorrow, probably, which hopefully will be a more productive day. So yeah, bye for now.